Donald John Trump, born June 14, 1946, is the 45th and current President of the United States. Before entering politics, he was a businessman and television personality. Trump was born and raised in Queens, New York City, and earned an economics degree from the Wharton School. He then took charge of the Trump Organization, the real estate and construction firm founded by his paternal grandmother, which he ran for 45 years until 2016. During his real estate career, Trump built, renovated, and managed numerous office towers, hotels, casinos, and golf courses. Besides real estate, he started several side ventures and has licensed the use of his name for the branding of various products and properties. He owned the Miss USA and Miss Universe pageants from 1996 to 2015, and he produced and hosted The Apprentice, a reality television series on NBC, from 2004 to 2015. His net worth was estimated to be $3.5 billion as of 2017, making him the 544th richest person in the world. Trump first publicly expressed interest in running for political office in 1987. He won two Reform Party presidential primaries in 2000, but withdrew his candidacy early on. In June 2015, he launched his campaign for the 2016 presidential election and quickly emerged as the front-runner among 17 candidates in the Republican primaries. His remaining opponents all suspended their campaigns by the end of May 2016, and in July he was formally nominated at the Republican National Convention along with Indiana Governor Mike Pence as his running mate. Many of his campaign statements were controversial or false, generating much free media coverage. Trump won the general election on November 8, 2016, in a surprise victory against Democratic opponent Hillary Clinton, and commenced his presidency on January 20, 2017. He became the oldest and wealthiest person ever to assume the presidency, the first without prior military or government service, and the fifth to have won the election while receiving a smaller share of the popular vote than an opponent. His political positions have been described by scholars and commentators as populist, protectionist, and nationalist. Ancestry. Trump's ancestors originated from the German village of Karlstadt, Palatinate on his father's side, and from the Outer Hebrides Isles of Scotland on his mother's side. All his grandparents, and his mother, were born in Europe. His mother's grandfather was also christened Donald. Trump's paternal grandfather, Friedrich Trump, first emigrated to the United States in 1885 at the age of 16, and became a citizen in 1892. He amassed a fortune operating boomtown restaurants and boarding houses in the Seattle area and the Klondike region of Canada, during the Gold Rush. On a visit to Karlstadt, he met Elizabeth Christ and married her in 1902. The couple settled in New York definitively in 1905. Friedrich died from influenza during the 1918 pandemic. Trump's father Fred was born in 1905 in the Bronx, and started working with his mother in real estate when he was 15, shortly after his father's death. Their company, Elizabeth Trump and Son, was primarily active in the New York boroughs of Queens and Brooklyn. Fred eventually built and sold thousands of houses, barracks, and apartments. The company would later become the Trump Organization when Donald Trump took over in 1971. Donald's mother Mary Ann was born in Tong, Lewis, Scotland. In 1930, at age 18, she emigrated to New York where she worked as a maid. Fred and Mary were married in 1936 and raised their family in Queens. Fred's brother John, Donald Trump's uncle, became a notable physicist and inventor. Early life and education. A black and white photograph of Donald Trump as a teenager, smiling and wearing a dark uniform with various badges and a light-colored stripe crossing his right shoulder. This image was taken while Trump was in the New York Military Academy in 1964. Trump at New York Military Academy, 1964. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946 at the Jamaica Hospital Medical Center, Queens, New York City. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Frederick Christ Fred Trump, 1905-1999, and Mary Ann Trump, née McLeod, 1912-2000. His siblings are Mary Ann, born 1937, Fred Jr. 1938-1981, Elizabeth, born 1942, and Robert, born 1948. Trump grew up in the Jamaica Estates neighborhood of Queens, New York. He attended the Q Forest School from kindergarten through 7th grade. At age 13, Trump's parents enrolled him in the New York Military Academy, after discovering Donald made frequent trips into Manhattan without permission. In August 1964, Trump entered Fordham University. He transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania 2 years later, because it offered one of the few real estate studies departments in United States academia at the time. In addition to his father, Trump was inspired by Manhattan developer William Zeckendorf, vowing to be even bigger and better. While at Wharton, he worked at the family business, Elizabeth Drum and Son, graduating in May 1968 with a Bachelor of Science degree in economics. Trump was not drafted during the Vietnam War. While in college from 1964 to 1968, he obtained 4 student deferments. In 1966, he was deemed fit for service based upon a military medical examination, and in 1968 was briefly classified as fit by a local draft board, but was given a 1Y medical deferment in October 1968, attributed to heel spurs. In 1969, he received a high number in the draft lottery, which made him unlikely to be called. Trump has 5 children by 3 marriages, and has 8 grandchildren. His first 2 marriages ended in widely publicized divorces. Trump married his first wife, Czech model Ivana Zelnkov, on April 7, 1977, at the Marble Collegiate Church in Manhattan in a ceremony performed by the Reverend Norman Vincent Peale. They had 3 children, son Donald Jr., born December 31, 1977, daughter Ivanka, born October 30, 1981, and son Eric, born January 6, 1984. Ivana became a naturalized United States citizen in 1988. The couple divorced in 1992 following Trump's affair with actress Marla Maples. In October 1993, Maples gave birth to Trump's daughter Tiffany, named after Tiffany and Company. Maples and Trump were married 2 months later on December 20, 1993. They were divorced in 1999, and Tiffany was raised by her mother in California. Family. The President and First Lady at the Liberty Ball on Inauguration Day. Trump married Slovene model Melania Knaus, on January 22, 2005 at Bethesda by the Sea Episcopal Church in Palm Beach, Florida, followed by a reception at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. In 2006, Melania acquired United States citizenship and she gave birth to their son Barron on March 20. Upon Trump's accession to the presidency, Melania became First Lady of the United States. Prior to his inauguration as president, Trump delegated the management of his real estate business to his 2 adult sons, Eric and Don Jr. His daughter Ivanka resigned from the Trump Organization and moved to Washington with her husband Jared Kushner. She serves as assistant to the president, while he is a senior advisor in the White House. Trump's elder sister, Marianne Trump Berry, is an inactive federal appeals court judge on the Third Circuit.